As the sun rises over the city of Lisbon, those on the other side of the world are settling in for the night. But in the world of threat hunting, the world doesn't sleep. So what if you can have somebody on the clock looking for threats while your team sleeps? Or finding solutions to the problems that you're yet to face? Like time travel, what if you could benefit from experiences found in one part of the world, so they can be addressed before you even wake up? That's what I'm going to dive into in this particular episode. I'm going to speak to the threat hunters on how 24/7 security operations centers help keep clients one step ahead. Having global security operations centers collaborating around the clock is undoubtedly beneficial, but how exactly does it function?
If we spot something that's happening in America, for example, we then are able to check other systems, other customers in other regions. We're kind of getting ahead of the curve, and that's really the objective, is to try and keep ahead of the threat actors.
Unlike 20 years ago, where companies shut down at certain times, it is now a 24/7 operation. More companies are international and on the web. More people are consuming those products globally, if it be an app on a phone, and all of that needs protecting. And this is why it's so vital to have that 24/7 operation in a SOC, to underpin and be able to support our customers in that way.
Vulnerabilities can emerge from various sources, particularly within software and the supply chain. Recent research revealed that 62% of participating organizations had recently experienced a supply chain incident, underscoring the need for continuous vigilance in this area.
When you look at the modern IT framework, some of it is built on using other people's code, so what we call the software bomb. Now, if one of those simple things, like let's say it's a web server component, and that has a vulnerability in it, like we had with Log4j, then that affects any product what's been built upon it. Therefore, any of our customers what are utilising a product, what was built on that piece of code, can be affected. True intel is actually needed to go, not only have I got the signs and the indicators of it, but am I affected by it?
I wanted to explore an example where the team had proactively addressed a problem occurring in one part of the world, resulting in benefits for organizations on the other side.
We had a very good one which started in Australia, so they started investigating, they gathered all the information. The rest of the world was still sleeping and unaware of what was going on.
It affected a lot of on-premise mail systems, and it was being actively exploited. There was a true risk there to everyone, and we needed to sort of detect it and patch. While we're already working on detecting and helping the customers identify risks, you're waiting on that vendor to release the security patches. So we need someone working with that as a partner to make sure that we've got the solution to our customers. But at the same point, we're collaborating with all our customers to let them know the risk, check what state they're in, really collaborate with multiple teams and multiple people in that, relaying that information so everyone is aware.
And then the US, when they started working, there was already a bunch of information that came from Australia that we got and shared with the US team, so they were one step ahead and were able to pick up from that point. They start the day with like a summary of what was going on, which saved them hours of work. It basically speeds up the way that the other side can work, because they already have a heads up, they already have a baseline to start, and they will continue on that, which saves them a huge amount of time.
This is really where that 24/7 operation comes to its strength, because we've got the questions what will come from here. We can already put those into, for example, an email and build that list. When it's coming to the customer, they're not like going, oh, how do I feel about this? It's like anything when you're reading, you can see other people's questions and it helps you form a view. But at the same point, we can give you that guidance going, these are your steps. Step 1, we're looking for this. Step 2, is your software on this version? Step 3, we need to do this. If you found an indicator from that first bit, this is then the path we recommend, and make sure that those engineers are available.
After speaking with the threat hunters, my key takeaways are that in the world of cybersecurity, there is no downtime. Attackers and defenders are operating 24/7 globally, almost waiting for the other side to take a break or to let down their guard.
It's very difficult for companies to keep up with the pace and hire all the operational staff that they need to acquire all the protection they need for security. So having a SOC service is a way of externalizing the operations and have someone specialized handle those tools and handle those types of threats by someone who does it every day, 24/7.
It's about how you approach it. How do we make you more resilient? How do you respond to it in that worst case scenario? Some companies will focus and try and encourage based on fear of, oh, you need this to do that, as we're working with you from a whole business level for all your needs.
The expectation now is that a breach is inevitable, whether it's your organization, a third party, or a vulnerability discovered by technology partners. The modern approach involves preparing for these scenarios by implementing plans to reduce the likelihood of these breaches, but at the same time, having strategies in place to contain them swiftly when they occur. It's been an incredible journey over the last few months, spending time and learning all about the threat hunting team. And I guess as we bring things to a close, my final takeaway is this. It really is the relationship between the human threat hunting team and the most advanced technology that's available that together is going to give those organizations, our customers, the best chance of increasing the odds in their favor against the increasing threat actors out there. I hope you've enjoyed watching the series of Threat Hunters just as much as we've enjoyed creating it. Thank you for watching Threat Hunters.
Just made for film, this place, isn't it?